Let's go to Suleiman. Good evening, Suleiman.
How you doing, Ian? You all right, mate?
All right, thank you, Suleiman. What you got for us?
But let's start by saying first time caller, long time listener.
There we go.
Fan.
There we
Big
go.
fan
This
fan.
is what it's all about, man. This is what it's all about.
So you asked us to call in about the Neverland documentary.
Yeah, go on.
The Michael Jackson thing. So I've actually seen all of it. I know it's being shown here in the UK.
Yeah.
But it's already been leaked on the internet.
I thought it might have been because it was shown in the. Was it shown in the States this week or last week or something?
It was Sunday. It was on Sunday.
Okay, yeah. So you'd have got it on a streaming site or something.
Yeah, So I was really interested because the hype around this was so crazy that I just thought, right, I don't want to wait until the end of the week. Let me just get on it right away.
I've got to have some of this.
So I'm watching this documentary, sitting down, thinking, right, there's going to be a gotcha moment. There must be a bombshell, something brand new in this documentary that is actually going to convince everybody, and that's why there's so much hype.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there watching it, and I'm not just saying this as a Michael Jackson fan, because I am one of those guys that if there is something serious, because child abuse is a very serious topic.
Very serious topic.
If there is something serious, you know what? I am one of those where I'm going to start questioning my loyalties, and that's not a bad thing to say because child abuse is so serious. So I went in there with an open mind. But what I'm realizing about 30 minutes in, that this documentary is not going to provide me with any evidence that Michael Jackson's done anything wrong.
So there was no bombshell. There was no bombshell for you.
100% there isn't.
Okay, because I've only seen the first 50 minutes. Did you not think when the young? No, Suleiman, hang on. No, sorry. Let me speak. Did you not think when the guy said that Michael Jackson taught him how to masturbate, that wasn't a bombshell for you?
No, it's not a bombshell.
When the guy said that Michael Jackson liked him to bend over and pull his buttocks apart so he could masturbate, that wasn't a bombshell for you?
All of the graphic content and all of the graphic stuff...
that wasn't a bombshell for you?
No, that's not evidence. There's no evidence of that. That's the testimony that these two guys are giving.
So why don't you believe? Why don't you believe? Why would that guy make up a thing about Michael Jackson wanting to masturbate over his buttocks?
Okay, mate, I'll tell you, definitely. But what I was leading to is when I realised that there's no actual...
No, just answer the question, Suleiman.
I'm going to, man.
Okay, well, I'm asking you a question. So why do you not believe what the man said about that Michael Jackson sexually abusing him?
Okay, so Wade Robson is one of the individuals that you're talking about, and the reason I don't believe him is because of his character beforehand and the timeline of the things that he's done beforehand. Things like that he was trying to sell a book.
Yeah.
Things like when he wanted to work with the Michael Jackson estate.
Yeah.
This is on the Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show. And he goes, "Look, please, can I work with you guys? I've got an idea for the show." This, that, and the other in 2012.
Yeah.
They declined his services, and there was quite a bit of a rift between those two. And then in 2013, suddenly, something came out. So it's almost like it was how can I say, a revenge sort of plot with him.
So you're saying, just to clarify, Suleiman, you're saying that the victims, the people who are claiming they were raped by Michael Jackson, they're doing it because they didn't get to work on a Cirque du Soleil Michael Jackson show, so it's a revenge.
No,
it's about money, money or revenge.
It's about money. And
how are they making money out of this? Were they paid?
There's a $100 million lawsuit that's been filed against the MJ estate.
Right.
Okay, and this was done under a veil. There's a thing called.
Well, you know about it, so it can't be a veil. So they're not getting paid. Suleiman, calm down. Suleiman, I'm trying to have a conversation. Okay, I'm trying to have a conversation.
I understand it, but I'm not even getting to speak here. So I have to.
You are getting to speak.
If you don't mind.
You are getting to speak. You are getting to speak. We got all night. We're here until 1 o'clock, man. We can talk until 1 o'clock.
Okay, all right.
And by the way, I'm giving full disclosure. Is there anything you want to disclose to me
about the documentary?
No, I'm giving you full disclosure out of respect. Is there anything in this conversation that you feel could be relevant to perhaps why you're taking this point of view? Is there anything you want to disclose to me and the listeners?
I don't quite understand. Sorry. There's relevant
about yourself. Is there anything you want to say about yourself before I say it that could explain why you might possibly have a bias?
Oh, because I'm a fan.
No. Is there anything else? You're a Michael Jackson impersonator, aren't you? You're a tribute act.
Oh, no, yeah, of course. No, we did a tribute as well.
Right, and you didn't
that's
think...
Not a bias, though.
You didn't... Well, no, hang on, Suleiman. You didn't think...
I'm not getting a fair shake here.
You, mate, dude, we've got until 1 o'clock. We've got until 1 o'clock. You're going to get a fair shake. I just want to clarify. You didn't think it might be relevant to declare, first things first, that you're a Michael Jackson tribute act and that you could possibly be losing work because of this.
No, first of all, absolutely not. Now, please, I have to.
No, you got to answer the question. Answer the question. You didn't think it was important to mention that, and that you might lose money from it.
No,
you don't see that as bias.
Can I please, Iain, please
answer the question. Do you see that as bias?
No. The answer is no. Okay. The answer is no, and I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why?
Yeah, of course you can.
That's not what I do as a main thing.
That's what your Twitter page is. Your Twitter page is.
I know, and that's why I wasn't hiding it, because I actually tweeted.
You didn't mention it. You didn't mention it.
No, but I tweeted that to Catherine.
Yeah, but you didn't. I'm not Catherine, and you didn't mention it. I just think it's interesting that you didn't want to mention you're a Michael Jackson tribute act. The first things first. But carry on. So you don't think these kids were raped by him?
I didn't think. The reason I didn't mention that is because I didn't think that was going to be relevant to what I was about to.
Dude, you're defending the man you impersonate from sexual abuse.
And I don't impersonate him.
It's relevant. It's relevant. You were defending the man that you do a tribute act to. That's relevant.
And it's not defending him because I'm going to earn money. I don't earn money from that as such. That's not really earning money. That's more to do with.
So you do it for free.
Legacy.
You do it for free.
We do a lot of shows for free. We almost do like 50% to 70% shows for free.
Well, hang on. Is it
only because I enjoy it?
Okay, so you do 50% of the shows for free. So you do for 50% of the shows you get paid. Okay, I just think that is relevant. But go on.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. It's not like it's okay. So I'll give you an example. If Michael Jackson was found guilty or something happened, it's not like I would lose money and I would lose a living because I do other things.
What would it take?
What
would it take? What would it take for you to believe? You want hard evidence, like a video of him raping a child. That's what you want to prove it, don't you?
You saw the R. Kelly documentary, right? In the R. Kelly documentary, that documentary was done in a non-biased way. We heard from both sides. We heard from the R. Kelly side of people, and we heard from the victims as well, the alleged victims or the victims, and then we drew our own conclusions. And
no, the R. Kelly.
In this documentary, there was no time given to the Michael
all of
Jackson
the R. Kelly people, though, all of the R. Kelly people was saying, apart from his brother who's in prison, I think, were pretty much saying that he'd done it. So, yeah, it did kind of follow one narrative, one tone, yeah.
No, hold on. No, they weren't saying that they weren't saying that he'd done it.
Yes, they were.
They were saying there were suspicions to him that he had done it. But
is it normal?
Given to both sides.
Is it normal?
Given to both sides.
Is it normal?
And also, there's a video out there, by the way. In terms of R. Kelly, there is actually a video out there.
Is it normal? So you want a video? You know, not many paedophiles film themselves raping children. You know that, don't you?
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
And I'm not saying I want a video. I'm just saying that we needed some sort of hardcore evidence.
For example.
And because there is no proof at the moment, it's just a testimony.
For example.
Can I ask you this? Are we
for
to
example,
just believe testimonies?
What do you think about Jimmy Savile? Is Jimmy Savile a rapist, child rapist?
Jimmy Savile? I don't know much about Jimmy Savile, to be honest.
Okay. Jimmy Savile
he's
posthumously was, you know, it's now accepted knowledge that Jimmy Savile raped children. There is no hard evidence to support that. There is just the testimony of his victims.
Yes.
Were they giving testimony? Were they giving testimony for revenge or to make money?
I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about Jimmy Savile, the person, or the case.
Oh, I can tell you everything. I can tell you everything. After he died, I'll tell you. After he died, a handful of people came forward, primarily women, but some men. A handful of people came forward and said they had been molested and raped by Jimmy Savile. Lots and lots of people were very, very quick to jump to Jimmy Savile's defence. He'd raised millions for charity, he'd done all of that. And then more and more people came forward, and it's now accepted knowledge Jimmy Savile was a monster of a human being. But there is there's none of the hard evidence that you'd require to find Jackson guilty. There is no video. There is no audio recordings.
Because Michael Jackson had his time in court and he was found not guilty. So
in a civil court, he paid $100 million.
in a criminal court.
In a civil court, he paid $100 million, and I know exactly the argument you're going to put forward.
By the way, hold on a minute. That's not true. It was $23 million allegedly.
I apologise. I'm $77 million out. He paid in a civil court. He paid $23 million.
And that was done on the behest and on the advice, the bad advice, which Michael Jackson acknowledged later on, given to him by his lawyers, because he didn't know any better. He was being told, no, you need to do this now, otherwise it's going to drag on for years and years and years. So it was all bad advice. But Michael Jackson had his time in court. He went through the due process, and he was found.
So did OJ. So did OJ Simpson.
I don't know about James.
So did OJ Simpson. OJ Simpson got away with murder, literally. So it happens. If you're rich in America, you know American justice is bought. Yeah, you know that.
But that means that this.
OJ Simpson got away with murder.
The case. I follow that case very, very closely. The 2004 case, and
you're just a casual fan. Okay.
You could tell. I'm not No, it's not that.
You started off saying you were a casual fan. Now we found out you're a tribute act, and you followed the 2004 case of a man accused of paedophilia.
I'm a casual fan. I said I'm one of those fans that has an open mind. That's what I said.
But your mind is very, very closed. Your mind is very, very closed. Why is it? Why?
No, my mind's not very closed.
Dude, here we go. I'm going to ask you the question. I'm going to ask you the question. Open-minded. I'm 45, right?
Right.
What would you think of me as a 45-year-old man if I told you I slept in a bed with my next-door neighbour's 8-year-old kid? What would you think of me? My next-door neighbour's 8-year-old boy, I sleep in bed with him.
Yeah. And that's a contentious point with Michael Jackson always, and that's always been the case.
Mate, no, Suleiman, I'm not asking about Jackson. No, I'm asking about me. Go on. What would you think of me?
I would look at the individual. Now, I'll tell you why. You put on your radio station a couple of weeks ago or a month ago, you told us a story about you being on a trampoline with a child who was a strange kid and whose hand you held, and you started jumping up and down with him when you do that. Now, obviously, I know from listening to you.
There's a difference between jumping on a trampoline with a nervous autistic child
I understand that. I agree with you.
Suleiman,
look at that.
Gosh, I'm trying to have a conversation. Yeah, okay, but here's the thing: people don't associate generally trampolines with sexual intercourse. Beds are associated with sexual intercourse.
But what I'm trying to say, I know some people that heard that in the car when I was driving, and they drew a negative conclusion. And this is the way some people
First of all, I don't believe. First of all, I don't believe what you. First of all, Suleiman, listen, we've got until 1 o'clock, dude. Calm down. I'm calm. You should be calm, right? First of all, I don't believe what you just said. I don't think you were in a car and people. I think you just made that up.
Right? I listen to you regularly. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, I know you do. But I just think the thing, Suleiman, calm down. I don't believe what you just said about people in the car making their own conclusion. I don't believe that, right? But
oh no, come on, I 100%.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Because we've got it on our phone.
I'm a 45-year-old man.
Yes.
And I sleep in bed with the 8-year-old boy from next door.
Yes.
And when he's not around, I sleep in bed with the 12-year-old boy from the other side of the village. And when both of them aren't around, I sleep with the 14-year-old lad whose dad comes and cleans the windows. What would you think of me? What would you think of me if that were the case?
I would question you. I would be like, why did you... I don't think that's appropriate.
Okay, but Michael Jackson does it with dozens of boys and...
Yeah. So you have to look at the person.
Okay, so finish the sentence. Michael Jackson sleeps with dozens of boys, and you think...
Michael Jackson identified himself as a child. Okay, he did
Jesus.
Because he identified himself as a child. He thought. I'm not saying it's correct. I'm saying that he thought.
I will. Here we go, Suleiman.
Also, you need to remember.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s.
Yep.
Our times and our questioning of these types of behaviours, it wasn't
shamefully
as
so.
much as it is now.
Shamefully so.
You know what?
Shamefully so. I was abused in the 80s. I wish my parents had asked more questions. Shamefully so. Shamefully, a lot of parents. You know what? Suleiman. Shamefully so. You can't say it was the culture. Shamefully so. Hundreds, thousands of kids in this country alone were raped. Were molested because we didn't ask questions. Let me tell you. I will tell you the fact. I'm going to tell you a fact, right?
But can I, I'm going to tell you the
fact.
He did say later on in 2004. He said, it's been made aware to me that this is not something that I should be doing, and I will never put myself in a vulnerable situation like that again.
Here's the thing, right?
When he said
Here's
that,
the thing. Here's the thing.
That he
right?
started to understand.
Yeah, he got busted. Here's the thing.
I don't think that's the case. I think really because you have to give it a benefit of the doubt.
Such an open mind. No, you don't.
No, but
you don't. No, Suleiman, stop. I'm going to stop you there. No, you don't. You don't give these people the benefit of the doubt. You don't give people. You do not give 45-year-old men that sleep in bed with 8-year-old boys the benefit of the doubt. Let me tell you something, right?
Are you saying that?
Let me tell you something. Let me. Am I saying what?
So whoever does that is a sexual predator. And
yes, I'm telling you that if a 45-year-old man sleeps in bed with an 8-year-old boy that isn't one of their sons, then they're a sexual predator. It is wrong. It is completely out of order. It should not happen. And everyone knows that. You don't get told. You don't get told in 2004. You don't get told in 2004. Hey, by the way, you know you're a grown man. Well, having 8-year-old boys in your bed may not look good. You don't know that. You know it. You know it. He was a grown man. He was a multi-millionaire pop star.
He was a grown man, but mentally he wasn't grown. That's what we're trying
to
explain to you.
Balls. He was a grown man. He was a grown man in bed with little boys.
And that means he had.
And you're defending that, Suleiman.
And that means he had.
Yes. It means he was inappropriate. At the very least, very least, he was inappropriate. And you know what?
Can I just ask you what you mean by inappropriate, like in a sexual way, or just the fact that it's an act that he's done? By being in bed?
Having 8-year-old boys in your bed as a grown man is inappropriate. If you need me to explain the word inappropriate, then you're an idiot.
That's what I was saying, that in this day and age, I understand
No, in that day and age, Suleiman, in the 80s, it was inappropriate. 8-year-old boys in your bed as a 45-year-old man. Are you nuts?
Okay, do you know when I was a kid, and I'm sure you remember this as well, when you went to the mall, to the shopping centre, and you met Santa Claus, we could sit on his lap. And
I didn't get in bed with him. I didn't bend over and pull my cheeks apart so he could masturbate.
My nephew went last year, and he had to sit on a stool. And I asked, why is he not on his lap?
Jesus, he's equating Father Christmas. He's equating with people not being able to sit on Father Christmas's knee with being raped by a monster.
Meaning that in this day and age, our suspicions and our...
Yeah, we got it wrong in the 80s, Suleiman. We got it wrong. We should have been there. We should have been there for all of the kids that were molested and raped and shamefully... No, I won't, Suleiman. I won't. Because you're equating the rape of children, of little boys, with having to sit on a stool to see Father Christmas. You're an idiot. You're not open-minded. You're an idiot and you're defending a paedophile.
Oh, so Michael is a paedophile. So there's no open discussion here. There's no fair discussion.
I cannot see.
Okay.
Why?
So why did you start by saying, I'll give you a fair shake?
Because you've had a fair hearing, but you're talking such atrocious... You're talking such atrocious, offensive... You're talking such atrocious...
It's a very one-sided, manipulative documentary.
You're talking
you need to watch
such...
it to understand it. Once you watch it, you'll understand it.
Mate, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When someone says they have been raped, when someone says what those gentlemen were saying, and I've not seen the whole thing, and I'm going to watch the whole thing.
Well, I don't think you need to, because you've already made up your mind. So
please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me what I think and what I need to do. Okay, I make my own decisions. Okay.
You've just told us that you think Michael Jackson's a paedophile. So what's the point of watching the documentary?
I thought
the agenda is of the documentary.
I've thought it for a long time, to be honest. Here's the thing, right?
But that's one thing. You don't need to watch the documentary. That's what they're trying to establish.
Okay, please don't tell me what to do, Suleiman. I'm not going to take advice from a Michael Jackson tribute act in 2019. Here's the thing. I believe them. When someone sits there and looks straight at the camera and tells me what those brave young men told me,
allegedly.
I believe them because I don't think anyone would say that stuff for $100 million. I don't think anyone would say that stuff because they didn't get to work with Cirque du Soleil. I don't think anyone would say that stuff. I don't think anyone would say that stuff just to be on the telly. I believe
Iain,
people when they claim stuff like that.
I'm happy. You know what? That's a good thing that you have that about you, and that, I respect that. That you feel that people are like that, which they would not lie. And I respect that, and I wish everybody was like this. But in the case of these two gentlemen, or these two alleged victims, their character is very questionable, and that's what I was trying to get at with the documentary.
Where is the questionable? Where is the questionable characters? I saw two young men. Who were two boys who were sucked in by, at the very, very least, someone who is completely inappropriate and a weirdo, and at worst is a child rapist.
If you asked me where the inappropriate stuff is. Their character.
No, I just think
instead of me telling you, I think the best thing is just go to mjinnocent.com.
No, I'm not going to go to a biased. I'm not going to go to a biased website. I'm not going to go to a bias. And now you're going to say, oh, but in the past they said. Now you're going to say, but in the past they said they weren't victims and all of that. You give me all that.
I haven't brought that up once. I actually haven't brought that up once.
No, but you're sitting on it. That's your little grenade you can chuck in at any moment.
Telling me about what I was going to say. I wasn't going to say that because I do understand that child abuse victims can. It's not repressed memory, but they can just sometimes keep it in. So I'm not even bringing that up because I don't need to bring that up.
Sometimes keep it in. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I hope you.
I don't know. I'm not an expert on child abuse.
No,
but
or what's normal for 45-year-old men to do with little boys.
But some people are trying to do certain things for money. Surely you must understand that not everybody is an angel, right? So therefore, why is it that you're...
I understand that, Suleiman. You don't seem to understand that. You think just because a guy...
Just because a guy... I'm willing to believe anything if you give me some evidence, if you give me some proof.
You think just because a guy sang a song called Ben, A Man in the Mirror, that he couldn't be a paedophile. I just think you need to have a look. I really, really hope... Don't make jokes, mate. It's not funny.
No,
don't make jokes, mate. Don't make jokes.
My life, I swear to God, I don't understand.
You're not. No, this is not a thing to joke about. Here's the thing. I really hope you're. I really hope. I really know
what you're saying.
I really hope that you reconsider your Michael Jackson tribute act.
I also hope. No, there's nothing.
Can I finish?
At the moment,
can I finish? I'll let you have. I'm going to let you have the last word. We're nearly done. I'm going to let you have the last word, right? I really hope you reconsider your Michael Jackson tribute act. I really hope that that anybody who I just hope you shed a thought for the people that he raped. That's all.
Okay,
just share a thought for those people.
That's the thing. He allegedly
No,
raped,
I believe them. I believe them.
If that ever came to light, of course, I would.
The evidence isn't going to come to light. You want a video. There won't be a video. That's all you want is a video.
We all should ask for some sort of evidence.
Tell me what you want. What evidence would back it up, apart from the testimony? More victims coming forward, them being able to describe the mark on his penis that you could only see when it was erect?
I think right now.
What evidence do you need?
Up the doors. I think this has opened up the doors for 100 people to do a copycat allegations and just come out and just...
Oh, so if people come forward, it will be copycat. They won't be real victims.
Very much so, unless they bring...
And your mind is open. Your mind... What? Tell me what evidence you want.
Can we not just make an allegation against you, Ian?
Tell me what evidence you want.
I don't know. I mean, they have to present it. I don't have the evidence.
What evidence would you believe? You would only believe a video because you are the video generation. You want a video of it, otherwise it can't be real.
So, a video... something, an audio that he's done.
Because I bet he set a tape recorder up to record him raping children, didn't he?
I don't.
You're asking for something that no clever paedophile, apart from R. Kelly, that no clever paedophile would do. Of course, they're not going to record it. It's all about secrecy. It's all about manipulation.
Well, no, you can't. Does it mean that whoever makes an allegation against somebody, we should just take them for their word, and that's it. We should investigate.
It should be investigated, and this bit has been investigated.
And this is what I'm saying. It's been investigated with these two guys, and these two guys have come across...
You can buy justice. You can buy justice in America, mate. O.J. Simpson got away with killing his wife.
Okay, but this is not an O.J. Simpson case. We're not talking about...
No, this is a Michael Jackson case, and he's guilty.
Case.
He's guilty as hell, man, and you know it. Deep down, you know it. Deep down, you know you backed the wrong horse, and you know it, and you've got too much invested in this. You've got too much tied into this.
I don't. That's really quite interesting that you say that. That's almost a fun thing that I do. It's got nothing to do with my lifestyle or whatever.
Mate, it's your Twitter page. You're a Michael Jackson tribute act.
I don't really put...
Listen, I don't care. Listen, if you want to impersonate a paedophile... If you want to impersonate a paedophile and you can sleep with that on your conscience, then I wish you the best of luck, Suleiman. I really do.
I do a tribute to a guy who's done a lot for children in a good way.
Yeah, he's raped them.
In a good way, and he's helped a lot of people out in this world.
All right, Suleiman.
That's all it is.
All right, mate.
But thank you for the fair shake. I appreciate it.
Thanks
for
the call, and thanks for having such an open mind. This is Talk Radio.